As we passed by the reception desk, the man behind it lifted up a walkie-talkie and produced a manila folder that he handed to Dennis. Neither of them exchanged a single word, let alone anything approximating a pleasantry. I thought that I might like working here, if in fact this was where I would be working. No idle chit-chat, no feigning interest in relative strangers. Sign me up. And that was exactly what Dennis had me doing for nearly the next hour and a half. As I was getting to the last lines of the final document, I could feel my eyelids scratching as I blinked. I tried to remember the last bit of liquid I had taken in. A coffee would have been nice, or even just some water, but I saw no signs of the typical office refreshments anywhere in reception or the 2 rooms I'd been in so far. "I think that should do it," I said at last, sliding the last of the documents across the table to Dennis, careful to turn it so that he received it in the proper orientation. "Follow me," Dennis said after placing the last of the papers into the folder. Outside, Dennis said, "We'll take the bus back to the plane. That will take you back to Las Vegas. There you can pick up your car and go home." "That's it?" "For tonight." I thought it a bit odd that I had to be on the premises to fill out that paperwork. I was considering asking Dennis why they thought it necessary for me to come all the way out there. Before I had a chance to ask, Dennis added, "It's late." I shrugged and thrust my hands in my pockets. I couldn't refute the logic of that statement. I was more than a little amused by Dennis revealing the next steps we'd take, or the steps we'd retrace, and how unnecessary that was. It was also very much in keeping with how people in government jobs often conducted themselves. He stated very clearly the most obvious things, but left unstated what I most wanted to know. When was I going to come back here? What exactly would I be working on? Who would be my boss? My string of questions was interrupted by the squeak of the bus brakes. I bit my tongue when Dennis said the last words to me that he'd offer that night. "The bus is here."